The world's still buzzing over the engagement of Prince Harry and American actress Meghan Markle. Our royal watcher, the worldly fellow Fred Weintraub, joins us now with more of the upcoming nuptials. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to the Jam.
I'd love being here.
I hope you do. So there's so much excitement. Why do you think royal weddings are so big?
Well, in this world that we live in, there's got to be some degree of fantasy.
Yes.
And America doesn't really have royalty, so they don't have the kind of royal weddings that you'll have in the UK and in Britain. So everybody kind of embraces it, and all the sadness and tough things and the economy and challenges that are going on in the world. This is one good thing, and so Americans and people from lots of different places are going, hey, another reason to feel good. A royal wedding.
Yes.
And it doesn't hurt that Prince Harry is one of those most popular royals that ever lived.
There you go. It's exciting because we all read about growing up as a princess or a prince in our storybooks, so to see it happening in real life is exciting. So let's get to the details, because they've now announced a month and a location it's supposed to be happening. I read it's St. George's Chapel.
So it's in St. George's Chapel, which is at Windsor Castle. So
Okay.
Windsor Castle is kind of a suburb of London. It's
Oh.
much smaller. The facility will be much smaller than Westminster Abbey. What'll be interesting is how many people can they jam in there? And I'll tell you a little story. So when William and Kate were to get married, they got this huge guest list, the official guest list of people that they had to invite.
At Westminster Abbey.
At Westminster Abbey.
Okay.
They took it to the Queen. They said, we don't know anybody on this list. The Queen said to him, here's my advice to you. Rip that list up, start with your friends,
Oh, wow.
and we'll figure it out from there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how do you think we can get on this list?
We're going to have to do some quick work to get on that list.
Okay, we'll have to
It'll be
try.
the hottest ticket in the UK.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, well, around the world.
Around
Can
the
you
world.
imagine them not inviting the President of the United States?
I'm hearing that they'll invite Barack Obama. Whether they'll invite the
former.
current President of the United States,
It's a question mark.
it's a question mark right now.
Okay, all right. So what do you think that means for Meghan and her career? I know that she now has to become a UK citizen.
So she will become a UK citizen. But what you're going to see is a transformation, just like you saw with Kate. What you saw over the last 18 months was testing of the waters. How would she do under pressure situations? Is she the same type of humanitarian that Prince Harry is?
Okay.
And now that we've gotten through that, it really is a learning process. Can you imagine how Kate felt when she first started?
I can't imagine.
What William and Harry learned, and what the world learned, is they didn't want the same thing to happen to Diana, where she got thrown into this thing and there was no training, and then there was no one there to help her learn the protocol. Both these brothers and their father and the Queen have all said that will never happen again. So there will be a lot of people that she can rely on, but it still will be a person who is giving up her current career,
Yes.
focusing more on her humanitarian efforts with Prince Harry, one of the three things that holds them both together, and it will be a new life for them, but one that I think that will help the world.
I think it's certainly looking forward to that, all of their efforts that they're doing with community service and social service for all the folks that need help. But I think one of the reasons why it's also exciting is because they seem to be fairly normal people, Kate as well as Meghan. You know, they just come from regular families. Obviously, Meghan here in the U.S., coming from a normal family, and then to see them become, well, maybe not a princess, but to be in the line, to be in the royal family.
She
is
will
exciting.
probably become a duchess
Okay.
once they get closer to the ceremony.
I'll
But
take
if
any
you could-
title.
yeah.
Lady.
But if you can imagine being at Kensington Palace and Prince Harry has a small cottage. They're sitting in there, from what the stories say. She's roasting a chicken, and all of a sudden he comes out there and he pops the question. How normal and regular folks can that be? Pretty normal.
So we got to ask this. We know that Queen Elizabeth and as well as Prince Philip, they've been married 70 years. 70 years, that's like 2 lifetimes.
It's a long time.
That's a long time. Do you think that she'll be retiring anytime soon?
I think the answer to that question is absolutely not.
Oh.
Never. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
The Queen took an oath in the church.
For life.
For life.
Okay.
Now, will she back off on some of her official responsibilities? You're seeing that.
Okay.
So you're seeing her not do as many things. You're seeing her at viewing stations versus coming out and taking salutes. but based on the fact that her uncle abdicated the throne and it caused such turmoil within the with the British public, she first puts duty before family, and you will never see her retire.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be tuned in, of course. Oh, I want to watch it with you.
We'll
have to watch it with you. We'll
Let's
have to have
do
a watch party. Thanks, Fred. So for the latest royal news, follow Fred on Facebook at Worldly Fellow. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.